Disney friends. It is I, Sam, from Sam's Disney Diary. That is the blue-haired blogger himself from Fantasyland News, Greg. And there is, even though we don't think there's a lot going on, we got breaking news going on this week. We have other things going on this week. By the way, it is September the 17th, 2025. Greg, tell me what's up.
Sam, I'll tell you what's up. You're using the wrong mic. That's what's up. I just want to tell you that. Yes, you are, sir. I should have noticed that in the pre-show. But hey, at least you're not drinking Diet RC Cola like I was drinking earlier, which is absolutely disgusting. Did you know they still make that? Anyway, yeah. So while we're talking here, now I'm just goofing off. Let's have a good time tonight, Sam. We need smiles and laughter. And this week, my friend, breaking news about the Muppets is coming up. We got Magic News with the Adventureland sign has returned. The TRON. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, look, it's you. You don't sound like you're back. In a hollow tube. It's Sam, and he's back. Where was I? TRON.
We can't start over.
Has taken over the Magic Kingdom. We got magnets from TRON. The red team is there. TRON Aries is there. Jared Leto was not there, unfortunately. We go over to Morimoto Asia and we celebrate the 10th anniversary of Morimoto himself. Today, my friend, I was in space. Yes, that's right. I went to space 220 miles above to space 220 for their 4th anniversary. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the Jonases, Demi
Lovato.
Yes, with Camp Rock 3 and Jonas Brothers Christmas. We're going to talk popcorn buckets. My friend, there is a special popcorn bucket I want to talk about tonight. And of course, we're going to end it all with the Muppets magnet.
That and so much more coming. Good to see all of you again. We'll be right back. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Mayor, good to see you again. Lily, I'm sorry you're back in Michigan, but glad you're back in Michigan safely. But, you know, trips are always great. Greg, dude,
Sam,
we got breaking news. We got breaking news like today.
Wait, before we get wait. You see, I always stop you and talk to you. You'd think you'd know that I'm going to stop you. I want to jump
into the breaking news. I
want to sit here and make people wait for a second on this breaking news because it was exciting. How is your family? How's the granddaughter?
Great. Thank you. Yeah? Everyone is wonderful. Yes.
Excellent. Is she watching Bluey or Pingu or anything yet?
Bluey and Super Kitties.
Bluey and Super Kitties. Hey, there was breaking news about Super Kitties this week.
I saw that. Yes, a new villain coming to Super Kitties. I wasn't quite sure how to break that, but yeah.
That's not breaking news. I don't know. Could you just like sit down like, oh my gosh, you'll never believe who the villain's voices are, and she'll just look at you like you're a stranger in a strange town.
I get that look anyway.
Anyway, breaking news.
Breaking news. Are you ready? Drum roll.
Wait. We won't have one of those do
I
breaking
don't.
news.
I don't. But
Oh,
what we have is the most sensational, inspirational. Na, 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 The Muppet Show is
did you just trail off on that?
officially, it's time to play the let me read from a blog, the Fantasyland News. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to get things started as the Muppet Show returns for a triumphant event on Disney Plus in 2026 with special guest star Sabrina Carpenter. This brand new installment from Muppet Studios Point Grey Picture will feature all of our favorites in the Muppet Theater, putting on a variety show filled with music, comedy, and plenty of chaos.
Who is the guy who just won all the Oscars? Seth Rogen?
I think so.
Something?
Yeah, so
Not
tell
Seth
me what else
MacFarlane.
you know about
He
this.
is apparently executive producing the Muppet Show right now. This has a possibility of this is a one-off variety show event. This is going to be longer than a single episode. It's going to be starring Sabrina Carpenter as special guest star, like the Muppet Show normally do.
Like the Muppet
But
Show
this
did.
is labeled, my friend, and I didn't put this in the article, as pilot episode.
Yes, a pilot episode for the 50th anniversary of the Muppet Show. Hello from Wyoming there, Stephen. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching from Wyoming.
I didn't realize that September the 5th, 1976 was the premiere episode of the Muppet Show. So that's 50 years. I just hope we don't have to wait till September of 2026 for this. I'm going to get it in 2026, maybe around the same time as, the Rock and Roller Coaster. Maybe there's some Muppet Love that's happening.
Which will be October 1st.
Due next year, you think?
Yup.
So September, October, it could be. You might be right.
You're right about there. I think you're looking at September. Look, this is the beginning of what could be the revival of the Muppet Show again. You and I are here for this. Like,
big difference, dude. It fits in the Muppet Theater, and it's the Muppet Show. All those other revivals tried to do something different, not what the original did.
Right. And
Muppet Play was something different.
And do you think it's time? Is it a reboot? Is it a continuation? Lots of questions need to be answered. But if anything, I am here for the Muppets. Look, the Muppets are celebrating their 70th anniversary all year long. It's been going on for a while now. It'll continue going on. They've had specials with Mickey of Glendale's, Walt Disney Studios. They've had the Rock and Roller Coaster named after them. There is a lot going on with the Muppets. This is not a lost IP anymore. This is an IP that Disney owns that they're trying to do something with, and they keep trying to bring it back. Look, Muppets Haunted Mansion, I still think was such a great idea back in 2021, 2022.
It was a great special. It's great.
So
I watch it once a month.
It's nice to see that coming back. It's nice to see big names attached to this. Sabrina Carpenter, man, she could be still a Disney princess, right? She was on Girl Meets World. She has been around Disney. She goes to Disney all the time. I remember last year writing about it before her tour. So yeah, I am cool with this, man. I bring it on. I am fist pumping it.
And like I mentioned already, Greg, I'm excited because they're not trying to reimagine it to something else. They're not trying to do a late night talk show. They're not following the Muppet Mayhem, which was a great show, by the way. If you haven't watched the Mayhem on Disney Plus, you need to binge watch.
The Mayhem was canceled too soon. That could have used another season or two.
Agree.
But again, the production and it was so well done on it that I think it was a little expensive at the time for it. But look, I did enjoy the reboot when they brought on Clifford as one of the hosts. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, that's Muppet Tonight
one where it was like the Miss Piggy talk show one. Look, there's some
trying to
good
do
humor,
something else.
but
There's good humor, but it wasn't the same.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm here. I love it.
And yes, Fantasyland Holly. Good to see you, by the way. Sabrina did open for Taylor Swift in some cities, not all of them. But
she is headlining Coachella. Good for her.
Oh, very cool. All right, let's go to this week in the parks. I split this week's episode into 2 segments there, Greg. This week in the parks and then news. But I didn't want to save the Muppet news till the end, so we jumped right into that. But let's head into the parks this week because the Adventureland sign is back. It had been missing. It was removed, and we knew it would come back. We sort of expected it to be maybe a little different or updated, but it is updated in the fact that it's new paint job. It looks nice and clean. Tell me about the new sign.
What I thought was great was Walt Disney Imagineering actually did a behind the scenes on not retheming it, but refurbishing it and adding in all the little details and how they go about doing that. So if you get a chance, go to the Walt Disney Imagineering social media. It's really well done. Look, it's the sign. That's the sign going into Adventureland. Everybody passes under it. It's one of those weird things where it's like I've passed under it so many times and have had very few images with it. I thought it was cool when they added I think I want to say it was Abu is on the sign over there for the 50th anniversary statues, which is now just the golden statues. But I thought that was cool when they added that little touch over there. Other than that, it's the Adventureland sign. Look, it's Disney. You need to know where you're going.
Absolutely. Now, I did ask you, hey, Greg, get any images before the refurb? And you didn't. I did some homework, and I found one from 2017, which is pretty much the same with one exception. And I don't know when the small little skeletons that were on this sign that kind of look like Trader Sam's. I'm wondering if they disappeared when Trader Sam's disappeared, because I don't think they were there recently. These just disappeared at some point.
Dude, there's skeletons in Adventureland. You don't want to scare the children.
Well, no, Trader Sam was selling them.
Maybe Trader Sam took his wares and went home.
That's what I'm wondering, if it went away then, because clearly it wasn't. I don't believe it was there ahead of time, and it's gone now, but it's one of those little things that we kind of missed.
Right. And it's there, and it's back.
It's back. It's awesome. All right, let's head over to TRON Lightcycle Run, because over at TRON Lightcycle Run, we saw the premiere of the overlay for TRON Ares. Now, I'm putting overlay in quotes, Greg. You rode this. I want you to tell me what this experience was like. I just see a bunch of red lines and Nine Inch Nails music, and it sounds cool. Tell me, what did they change over there exactly?
Okay, you see that red canopy?
Yes.
Forget you ever saw that red canopy.
Okay.
No, seriously. So at nighttime, it's still blue. It goes red for a brief second, but it's blue. No, and I want, that's the only negative. I love this overlay, Sam. It's not just an overlay. There's a new story on the ride. I have to start off by saying, if you would have told 14-year-old me in 1994 that I would be listening to Nine Inch Nails on a TRON ride in the Magic Kingdom, I would have said, you are crazy. That is never in my life going to happen. There's no way Nine Inch Nails would ever be on a TRON ride, much less a TRON ride. So all these things converged into one in my brain, and I almost lost. It just exploded. The attraction, obviously, the light cycle you're riding has red wheels now. There's a new storyline involved where a master control program has taken over. I thought that was brilliant. And it truly is. I know Trent Reznor and Atticus have done soundtracks in the past together. This is the first time that Nine Inch Nails is credited as the writers and the band playing on a soundtrack. So it's cool. Big. It's a big deal. This is the first Nine Inch Nails soundtrack.
Yeah, it's cool.
The whole thing, right? They've been on The Crow. They've been on Escape from LA, but a few other different. Yeah, things.
They've been on the soundtrack.
But this one is they wrote the music, they produced it, they did everything about this. To hear it on there and to hear a master control program talking to you on TRON, I think is a great job.
Users.
Yeah, it's cool. I also
it's cool, and it's the reveals are different. Like There's
Right.
new signage on this reveal right there that I did not show. Look,
Okay.
sometimes you don't wanna give everything away.
Yeah, I
Look,
get it, but that's where it's red
I didn't put
inside. I
up
mean, that's
the
cool.
greatest video of, Tron because I also didn't wanna give it away, so I made it shaky and made it feel like you were listening to Nine Inch Nails, which we know, industrial music and
Yeah,
all that other stuff, like,
yeah. So
um
it is red inside like it shows here in
oh,
your
yeah,
video? That's
it's red
okay.
inside for that yeah, when you take off, it is red, and the whole cart is red, and your data disk is red, and it is
Is
Tron
it
Ares has
yeah,
taken over, my friend. Um,
that's cool.
it's cool. It's cool to me. It's cool to fanboys who are like, I was a huge Nine Inch Nails fan, and I still am.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's cool. It's just cool. Go.
So
Go ride it.
go write it. Yeah, awesome. I love it. I see some new
I
magnets here
do
too to
have
just
pictures, by the way, of me riding it where I don't know if anybody else has ridden Tron out there, but I like to Little Mermaid it, where I'm like,
yeah,
I'm
it's difficult to do that, but it can be done. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it
So,
can be done.
there's pictures of me from, friends of ours at Mouse Steps and Attraction Magazine. Matt had filmed me going on there
Oh,
in
that's cool.
slow-mo. I was like,
That's
"Thanks,
cool.
guys. That made
That's
me feel
awesome.
special. That was great. Thank you."
Also, I think at the Magic Kingdom, there was a premiere of some villains tiaras, part of the Build a Tiara collection. Tell me about this one, Greg.
Yeah, that design your own tiara or create your own tiara has been huge at Disney since they released it last year, and I've watched it just stay popular. And it normally costs $79, and you can one of I think 12 different designs. You pick 12 gems. This one they brought out a villains version for the first time. Now these are
Yeah.
all limited edition to 500 per color. So
Oh, wow.
black,
That's not a
purple,
lot.
silver, not a lot.
That's not a
Each one,
lot.
5 gems, 5 of the larger gems get placed in there. The experience, it's $99 per one, but you get to put your own colors in there. You get to pick the color you want, and this is at Crystal Arts. And again, it's just another one
Okay.
of those people love kitschy things like this, man. And
Yeah,
I see it
absolutely.
on the website by watching people click articles, and I'm like, oh, people love this.
I see the colors of the gems are more villainy. There's lots of deep greens and
Yes.
purples and black gems,
Yep,
which
a lot of
is
sapphire, yeah, a lot of
yeah,
emerald.
yeah. Okay, that's cool.
It's great,
Let's
and again, Crystal Arts, I do believe they are doing it also at Disney Springs. So
okay.
up
And Crystal
yeah,
Arts is
yeah,
on Main Street, right? That's on
yes.
the right on Main Street. I
Yep,
I was I don't think this tiara thing came to Germany. Is any of that happening in Epcot?
nope, nothing happened in
Okay, I
Epcot.
didn't think so. They still have the
Yeah,
tiaras there at that little store out in front of Germany, but
yes,
not the build your own. Okay,
right.
speaking of Epcot, if you see the segue I did there, the Florida Blue Lounge is back in Morocco. Is that true for Food and Wine Festival?
It is back. Sam, not only that, but, if you are one of the first 75 people through the door, you can get a pass to their special seating at the night's concert.
Very cool. So that's
That's
something they had done in the
really
past.
cool. Yeah.
Yes. When it started, I don't know if you recall this or not, Greg. When it first started, there was a fireworks wristband for the first year, and then it went to the concert. It's the VIP seating. It's not VIP seating, but it's early access. It's gonna
Yeah.
allow you to get in there. It's cool. It's almost like the dinner reservations, but very cool. Florida Blues back. It's a place to grab a water, grab a drink, maybe a coffee, hot chocolate if it's chilly, charge up your phone. Is that about it?
And get out of the weather because it's been raining every day at 5 o'clock. We're
Uh,
just in monsoon season.
yeah. Any characters in there? Is Genie or anybody in there?
No,
Okay.
no, no, no,
Wasn't
no,
sure. I wanted to ask.
no.
I knew you would know.
No, I would have been in there all the time. I would have been like number 2 in there and be like, "I've seen every concert so far because of Florida Blue."
There you go. Any
By the
good
way,
concerts
you go to
lately?
Florida Blue, you can go to Fantasyland News and, download the pass for it. You need the pass at least you need 1 pass for your family.
What is the pass exactly?
It literally is that lead image you had. That's the
Okay.
pass, folks. You can just copy that if you want to.
Okay.
It's just like,
Okay, I
that's
wasn't
it.
sure how that
Take a
worked.
picture of that, and you
And that
have your
goes
pass to get in all year.
from August
I like
28th until
yeah.
November the 22nd. So that's
Yep.
basically all of the Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah, the whole thing. So if you're coming down, I would grab that. It's a great cool-off spot. It's a good place to sit down and relax. Look, if it was me, I would grab a few things from some food and wine booths and then just go sit there and eat and relax.
Sure, absolutely. All right, let's move on here to Disney Springs. Greg, you were invited to an event this past week celebrating Morimoto Asia's 10th anniversary. And I look back at that and I'm like, wow, it's been 10 years. Feels like this place just opened. But some cool things happening. Tell me what was going on.
Cool things happening, and just it was a celebration of the 10th year that they've been open there. Look, that restaurant is doing really well. Chef Morimoto, Iron Chef Morimoto himself and his brother were on hand.
He was there.
Doing
That's really cool, dude.
he
I just
was
got to say,
there.
that's really
Not
cool.
only that, but he was spending time with each individual who was in that room. So, and the man, Sam, I don't think I stopped seeing him smile once. There was
That's
no
awesome.
like, I'm gonna look back to my employees and frown. That man smiled and was pleasant to every single person and human being around him. I He is just a delight. He is a great speaker. Obviously, his English is not as good as his Japanese. Like
That's
he
okay.
really is from Japan. But he was able to do a demonstration on cutting a tuna.
Okay.
So he filleted a giant 250-pound tuna in front of people.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, from head to toe. Believe me.
Head to toe.
I could stumble at that for about 5 seconds and was like, "This is great. I'm over there. I got to go eat." Yeah, they had sushi on. They had all his the Peking duck was available. They had all of his signature dishes were there. He told a great story about when Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse were at Morimoto's 10th anniversary. Or I'm sorry, at their opening. So
Okay.
at the 10th anniversary, he told a great story of when in Japanese culture, one of the big things is owning a restaurant or bar is the opening or breaking open of the sake barrel.
Okay.
So Mickey Mouse is standing there and he announces that he's going to do the breaking and the opening of the ceremonial sake barrel. And Mickey Mouse took off. Mickey Mouse cannot be a part of opening alcohol or anything like that. So
Okay.
Mickey
Okay.
had to leave. And then once they were done, Mickey had to come back. And I guess there's a difference where in culture where Mickey Mouse obviously does not talk to people. So he was trying to hold a conversation with Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse was not talking back to him.
Yeah, no, Mickey Mouse has some gestures, and that's about what
Yeah,
he's
that's
got.
about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
But it was great to hear that even master chefs have to follow the rules just like the
Yeah,
rest of
yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah. That's right.
He
Especially
was
when you're there.
such a pleasure to talk to. He signed a whole bunch of stuff. He shook our hands. He greeted us. He's like I
That's cool.
said, you felt like $1 million around Chef Morimoto.
Awesome.
Look, this place has some of my favorite wings or ribs. They have a few
Yeah.
other great food items that I absolutely love. Their musabi is excellent. Their spam and rice. If you're a Hawaiian kid, like I could eat some spam and rice. It's
John,
just
welcome in, by the way, John. Thanks for being here.
without like trying to sell the place. It's one of the better restaurants at Disney World, and I would suggest going to it. I appreciate
Was
being invited out, and I appreciate meeting
That's
him,
awesome.
but I would eat there. And they have a new thing. If you go and eat there once a month, you get a passport stamped.
Okay,
And
that's
in
what I was
that
gonna ask you.
passport, if you'd get 12 of them done, you get a dinner with the chef himself. If you can figure out how to get 24 of them done, that's a lunch and dinner once a month, right? In 12 months, you get flown up to Boston. You get a private dinner with the chef. You
Wow.
can go to the event of your choice at TD Gardens.
Okay.
And then there's like 4 or 5 other major things. So you would spend over the year $1,200, right? And get a return of about $10,000.
Wow, that's interesting. Let me ask you here, was this a special menu, or was that something for the event, or a new
It was an
menu, or
event-only
the
menu. But
okay, I
this
wasn't
menu
sure.
was also, we've had a bunch of these items that were, for their Polynesian heritage, event. I've had a few of the other items various times over the years, but
Okay,
some of the items are available all the time, but this was a special event menu.
okay. Is that the big sake barrel right there,
Yes.
drum? Is that another one? I like
Yeah.
that. I would like to
That
have
is
some of that.
and that is his private reserve.
Of course it is. Iron
Yeah,
Chef, it's a private reserve. I would have a
yeah,
bourbon barrel. He has a sake barrel. That's
right.
awesome. I
And
think that's
it was quite good.
so you had some.
Yes.
That's
Would
wonderful.
you not have a sake with a
Oh,
Chef Morimoto?
absolutely, I would. Absolutely,
Right?
I would.
Yeah. Then I
Absolutely.
took everybody else around me because they didn't drink sake,
All right, let's oh, even
and
better.
I was sake'd.
Let's move on to some other things at Disney Springs because there's a couple of real interesting things I wanted to touch on. And one is over at Pizzapointe, and it's the Coca Pizza cookie. Tell me a little bit about the cookie and the Kids for Cancer, and then what.
Cocoapizzie. It's a Cocoapizzie. Come on,
Okay,
you're Italian?
a Cocoapizzie. I'm good
Yeah.
with it. It looks
Actually,
good.
it's a
It's
really good cookie that is, over there. Um, it's part of the Patina Group, and it's working with Kids for Cancer for, Cancer Awareness Month. I will talk about Everglazed Donut and how, they are an organization here in Florida, and they help,
how is the
uh
organization?
yes,
HOW.
and they help women in the Florida area who need to get testing and are going through ovarian cancer.
Okay.
And what their mission really is to talk about a few tests that women who have just hit around 50, there's a few tests that you can do to really screen for ovarian cancer that on a daily basis or on a regular checkup, if you go to your OBGYN, they don't do these tests. You
Oh,
have to
okay.
specifically ask for these tests. And these tests are their return rate is astronomically high. These are some of the best tests. It doesn't cost a great deal to get these tests done, but this isn't recommended from your doctors for some odd reason. This is
That is odd.
you have to ask the doctor for this test. And so this is more about raising awareness for women to understand that hey, these tests are out there. I'm going to have an article out tomorrow
Oh, cool.
speaking about this, but
All righty. Great.
HOW and Everglazed Donut. Everglazed is trying to raise awareness of this. They have a special donut that's available all month
I
long.
see that, and it looks pretty darn good between the
Yeah.
cookie and the donut on this image. I mean, I'm hungry.
Yeah. So, ladies, women, especially if you live in Florida, and it's not just especially women. This organization helps out women in Florida, right? And so
Awesome.
it'll help you go through the steps of everything you go through, and then if you're diagnosed, how you go about getting treatment, and then into your recovery stages. Um, it's just really important that, especially as men, you and I start understanding that these tests are available to
Sure.
support our wives or support our significant others. If you have a female significant other,
Perfect. Thank you. Let's head over to Epcot again and an event that you attended this morning because you were over at Space 220, hot off of being at Space 220. So, what is going on over there?
so I got to give credit to my daughter, Sam. She went to her
Oh,
first Disney Media event today at Space
sweet.
220 with
That's
me.
awesome.
You know, I need an adult on hand.
You do. Yeah,
And Holly was not available, so she sent Rory, and so she was my babysitter to make sure that I was on my
that's
best
good.
behavior. No, it was
Very good.
great. Right, so
It's
it
their
is
fourth
the
anniversary. That's what
4th.
this is about. Okay.
Absolutely, it is their 4th. I remember I was there on day 1 when they opened,
I remember that.
and I was there to watch the astronauts that they had invited out, and I watched
Yep.
Mickey and Minnie, and, we watched the rockets launch from, in between by Mission Space, like, it was really cool. So to be there for the 4th anniversary also, they have a new lounge menu, that is going to premiere on October 1st of this year.
Okay.
Some of the items are just redone classics, like the pork belly is no longer with how it was served. They now have this new special applesauce that comes underneath it. Really well done. They've left the buffalo cauliflower alone. That's still fine, but they've added new pork sliders. They have added these lobster bao buns that are excellent. They've added this bratwurst with curry ketchup, which is
Okay.
which is sold like we get hot dogs on the street corner. In
Right.
Germany, you get bratwurst with curry ketchup on the street corner. Like, it's a hometown favorite. One of the chefs, a few of the chefs are German, and so they brought their hometown favorite over here, and I'll tell you what, it was excellent.
That's great.
Yeah, so this is a revamp of their lounge menu. They try and revamp the menu every few months.
So
This is for the
let me
lounge.
let's talk about the lounge for a second because
Yeah.
I want to get a little detail here. Space 220 for a long time, and even still today, is a very hard reservation to get.
Right.
Um, and their lounge or the small bar area that's up there was sort of the walk up, stand in line. If a seat comes available, you can get in. Is that still the case, or are they taking reservations for the lounge now and the restaurant?
So lounge, you can get a reservation for it, but you can also join the walk up easily.
Okay.
Easily get a spot on the lounge side of things. Whereas
The
in
lounge.
the
Go ahead.
restaurant is just reservations.
Okay. The lounge was also the restaurant is a prefix menu. You're going to spend X dollars lunch and a little more for dinner, and you're going to get 3 courses. What's the deal for the lounge? Is this still a la carte or is this a fixed menu?
A la carte, my friend. A
Okay.
la carte. And John agrees, man. We all love that lounge.
Yeah, I love it too, especially if you can walk up to it and get in. You can also get in there less expensive than the prefix menu. I'm
Yeah.
not going to say it's
And
cheap
their food
because
is
it's
just
not, but it's less
it's not.
expensive.
And I gotta say, they have this new adult beverage, the mule, that is it's quite good, man.
Let's
Really,
talk about it a
really
little bit
good.
because you did take some images, or maybe Rory did. I'm not sure, but there are images from from today's event.
Yeah.
Was this just the lounge food, or are you
This
looking
is
at all of
just
the
the
food?
lounge food. Yeah.
This then I really like this. Is this the
That is
cauliflower?
the cauliflower, but instead of it being small pieces of cauliflower, they now are larger pieces.
Okay. Breaded cauliflower looks kind of like wings, but it's not, and that's cool. Very
They
good.
are they are buffalo, yeah, I mean, they're like wings, only it's cauliflower.
Yeah, and John, we completely agree. It looks good, and Holly,
Yeah.
I too am jealous that I couldn't be there, but that's a whole nother story. Um, this
Yeah,
is
there's
the
our
bratwurst
sliders.
thing that
That
you
is
were
the
talking about.
bratwurst
Okay,
curry ketchup. I'm
all right,
telling you, man, it was phenomenal.
okay. Looks like chicken and waffles, maybe.
Chicken and waffles. Yeah, with,
Okay, see that, and
buffalo
are these the
buffalo chicken and waffles.
okay with some pickles in there, and okay,
Yeah,
got that. Is this the lobster
that is the
roll or?
lobster bao.
I'll see that, and lobster bow versus okay,
Yeah,
sure, no problem. I
right.
see, I don't know if this drink menu is updated, but it was always kinda cool to spin it around to get to the drink that you want.
That's the drink menu. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Tell us the
Turn,
lesson
turn,
that we
turn,
must learn.
with I see a pack of cards next to that, Greg, so is this a new
No,
set of
who got
cards? Is
cards?
that
No one got cards. Don't know what you're
this
talking
is
about.
I
Moving
can read
on.
right there, trading cards.
Oh,
I see it right there,
oh,
trading cards.
I don't know.
New set, another set?
It's their updated set. Not a
Okay,
new set coming yet, but their updated set. I would look in the future about a new set possibility.
okay. I see whatever drink that you were
That is
talking
the
about
mule.
and those.
Oh, so good.
Is that a pickle or a lime, or what is
That's a
the
lime.
skewer going through?
That's a
Okay, I thought it was
lime. It was like
I thought it was a pickle
lime
first.
juice with ginger beer and Tito's
Okay.
homemade.
All right.
Yeah.
And rapid fire, give me what we got here. What's top left all the way down?
Pork belly on the up top left is the new pork belly with the
Very good
applesauce
looking.
underneath. And again,
Okay.
90% of all the ingredients and all the food is actually made at Space 220. We got to
Very
make
cool.
sure everybody knows that. So
Well, I
the
mean, how else
applesauce
are you
is
going to get it up
fresh
there?
made
You
in-house.
can't like take it up in the elevator. That's a long way
Well,
up. You got to cook that stuff up there.
there's a few elevators going up and down. Then you have your bratwurst with a curry ketchup. Then you have your buffalo chicken and waffles, and it's a buffalo maple syrup sauce. That
Okay.
Reuben is exactly how a New York Reuben should be.
Okay, that's a Reuben, and that's where I saw this pickle spear on top of the Reuben, and I
And
thought that's what was in your drink, dude.
that's
That's
a
all.
gherkin.
Uh,
It's a
uh,
gherkin.
Now let's move to what would have been my favorite thing, and again, this is where my jealousy rolls in, and I
Yeah.
hope that you allowed Rory to have some of this because these
I
desserts
don't
look
allow
dang
her to
good.
do anything, man. My kids have free reign. I've
Perfect.
given up as a father. I just go, all right.
So I am hoping that what do we got here? We got the
Yeah,
Earth,
okay.
we got a
So
moon, and
I
we got
do want to
Saturn.
talk about this real quick because
Okay.
I have gotten in the past a conversation. I got to do a podcast with the pastry chef of, at the time, was Space 220, ended up becoming the pastry chef of all of Patina Group at Disney World. Now, my man is the pastry chef for every Patina restaurant in the world
That's pretty damn
and
good.
for Delaware North, Michael Gabriel. This man
Okay.
knows how to create desserts better than anybody. And he's the one who made the gelateria that you have, or Gelateria Toscano, or any gelatery place at Disney World. That's his recipe.
Okay.
Any place at Disney Springs, Tutto Italia, like all these
Yeah,
restaurants
very
are
cool.
owned, and he does all of them. And
Very
the
cool.
man brought out some new dishes. Like that's the chocolate mousse dome, right? You crack it open, chocolate mousse. It's good on a raspberry
I
bottom.
love that it looks like a planet, and
The
it's just
one with a ring around it is a strawberry with a white chocolate mousse center and a center of strawberry. And then the other one is it's a macaron, and
okay.
it is a salted caramel macaron with chocolate.
Very cool.
It's just
I
good.
like it.
They're all just
I like it.
good. And
I
Holly says it's the best carrot cake at Disney World. She may be right.
which there's a carrot cake on the menu that we're not looking at in this image.
Yes, and so last year when we were there, they gave all 4 on one plate. They did
Okay.
not put all 4, but you can get it. It's still on the menu. Just order the carrot cake.
Well, I'm glad it's still in the menu because anytime I hear carrot cake, I reminisce to the carrot cake cookie from the Writer's Stop in Hollywood Studios, which is gone. And I don't care what you want to replace it with. The Starbucks thing is not anything like that carrot cake cookie used to be. It would be really cool to get a great piece of carrot cake. So thank you for that advice, Holly.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
that whatever they replaced at Trolley or Cafe, whatever, that is like this greasy mess of blah. Blah.
Yeah, we'll just move. Let's move on to this week in news because the Joe Bros are back, as my daughter would say. Not that they went anywhere, but after
Does
they
she really
finished,
say the Joe Bros?
yeah, she does. And
Wow.
I'm sure that it's out there. Roy, Holly, is it the Jonas Brothers? Is it the Joe Bros? I don't know.
Why would you
I'm
ask
trying to
them?
be hip, dude.
Why would my family know that, Sam?
I'm trying to get the tea, dude, and you're either with me or you're not.
I'm not with you on this one.
Um,
I'm
After
out.
recording the Disneyland 70th anniversary theme that these guys recorded, they have a very Jonas Christmas movie coming on November the 14th. That's kind of cool, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. And then earlier this week, news dropped that Camp Rock
Earlier this week, that
3
happened like 4 hours ago.
Oh, okay. Another breaking news. Thank you. Roy doesn't know. You know why? I'm fine with that because there's no Muppets in anything Jonas. Camp Rock 3 breaking news is coming back. Will star or will include the Jonas Brothers.
Yep.
And more interestingly, Demi Lovato is coming back to reprise the role that started her career.
No, she's not doing the role that started her career.
She's not. She's something else.
She is executive producing.
I thought she was in it. Okay.
Yeah, no, we don't know if she's in it. Okay, Disney has said that if she is in it. What they have said is she is coming back as an executive producer on the show, along with the Jonas Brothers, who are in the movie. And the movie revolves around they're on tour and they need a new opening act and they don't know where to go. So they go back to Camp Rock to do a Battle of the Bands type thing at Camp Rock, and that band's going to be the new opening band of the Jonas Brothers on tour, or whatever band they're
Yeah,
called.
they're in a different band. I forget what, but the band's not the Jonas Brothers. It was a different band.
Yeah.
Something else that Disney could sell T-shirts for.
Joe and the Sunrise Campers of Doom.
I don't think of Doom, but the rest of it might be. Also coming to Disney Plus and Hulu after debuting on ABC September the 21st, The Happiest Story on Earth, 70 Years of Disneyland. This is the every 10 years we get a televised special.
Yeah, it's great.
And this is it for the 70th. It's cool. I can't wait to see it.
I love this time of year. We're going to get that. We're going to start getting the Christmas stuff. We're going to get the Thanksgiving stuff. Like,
get all of
the
it.
rest of the year, we are getting Disney specials. And
I did write a blog recently, not for before this came out, but about all of the Disneyland anniversary specials that have been on TV all the way back to the 4th anniversary or 5th anniversary that Walt did, including one in the year 2000 called Disneyland 2K. Which was Ryan Seacrest's one of his earliest appearances for Disney, which is really cool. The 35th was Cheers. Kind of cool. They went into Cheers and they go, wait, we got to watch the special tonight. That's what we're doing. And they watched the special on TV. And then, of course, Woody talks about going to Disneyland as a kid. It was kind of cool. But anyway, over at Sam's Disney Diary, there's some cool stuff there.
Go read it. Check that out.
Let's move on into the parks. Let's jump into the parks. Because at the Bippity Boppity Boutique, Greg, you wrote a blog about this. I wasn't aware. You can now meet the fairy godmother in the Bippity Boppity Boutique. Yes.
Yeah, I swore I already thought she was there.
I didn't know.
Sam, I have never been in there, and I've asked if I could go get my hair done there, and they were like, "No, sir, you're too old." That's creepy.
You're too old. Yes. It's something I can look forward to because when this stuff got big and opened, my daughter was too old for it. So I never experienced this either. But as my granddaughter gets a little older, I might be able to here in a few years.
You absolutely could. Then you could be like, can I sit in the chair next to her and get the first haircut?
I'd rather go to Pirates League, but they turned that into a restaurant.
Yeah, they certainly did, didn't they? But yeah, so apparently there are also new packages, and they're going to be changing around some of the pricing for it, which doesn't mean it's going to be any cheaper, my friend.
I was just going to say, moving around pricing, it's not going to go down.
Nope, it does not go less. So
the best that we would have is something change. Best we would have, Greg, is something stays the same price and you just get less for the same price. That's the best you'll get.
But you get to meet the fairy godmother, and I think that's cool.
It is cool. I got no problem with that. Let's head to Disney Springs again, because this was some news that you dropped that I was not aware of either, and that is the unlocking ceremony for the World of Disney is back. And I guess I didn't realize that it went away. I sort of remember back in the day this was a thing. I'm never there for it, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's awesome, Lily, by the way, that your granddaughter did it on your trip. Awesome. And wants to do it again. Of course, that's what they want. Wants the next package up. I love it.
Yeah, good. It's exactly how it goes. Right. So Disney stores across the world, you used to go first thing in the morning and you would unlock the magic. You'd get the key of the day.
They would select somebody, right? They're just randomly picking a kid out of the crowd to give them the key to open the door.
Now, technically, they're doing this here, except for the day that I go, and it's not a child. They pick a bridal, a bride to be, and her bridal shower. And they decide to be very rude and push you out of the way, even though you're standing on a step nowhere close to anybody, and you get the worst human interaction of your life. And you're like, I don't care about this anymore.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Let's move on. But this is cool. It's back. What time do they do this, Greg?
If you're there,
so 10 a.m. they open. What time does World of Disney open?
But what you want to do is be there a few minutes early if you have a child and be in front of the main doors at World of Disney.
The main door being the one that the Stitch is on top of spitting on you? Is that the main door?
No,
what
next
door are we
to
talking
that
about?
one. The main where they do the carpet at.
Where the carpet is.
Across from the amphitheater.
Across from the amphitheater by the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Disney folks will walk around and they will try and select your child and they will talk to you and get the name and all that other stuff. And you get selected for the day. So just kind of hang out there. We were there on a low day. And that's probably why they picked a bride to be who was Bridezilla.
That happens. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, everybody's the main character at Disney.
You know what else I read over at Fantasyland News?
What's that?
I read a headline. Do you remember the 21st day of September? EPCOT sure does. Guardians of the Galaxy to play song all day long. That's the headline.
I hate my headlines some days.
That's it.
That is a long headline. It should just say September.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, what's that article about?
You know what it could say? You know what else it could say, sir? It could say popcorn bucket.
It normally does.
Well, we have.
Why is our screen all wonky?
It's wonky. When you see it go wonky, it's because I believe that you've frozen.
I know it's just I'm going frozen because it keeps jutting back and forth from one thing to another.
Well, it goes I will leave it then because I will leave it. Yeah. But when you lock up, that's my signal to you. Kind of trying to do it on the download to say, hey, dude, go fix it. Yeah. I don't know what you got there now. Yeah, this week in Popcorn Buckets. Last week we talked briefly about Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, which I didn't know was coming. And by the way, this isn't Disney. This is Popcorn Buckets all over. Greg, I'm going to flip through some images.
Gabby's is with Universal. So DreamWorks Universal, Gabby's Dollhouse Universal. Yeah, and you can meet Gabby here at Universal Orlando, by the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that Popcorn Bucket, parents really want it. It has Meerkat, and then the other cats, and it's I didn't realize there was a whole house
sold
of
empty. How do they sell it empty? Those movie theaters, come on, $29 sold empty. Sorry,
it's empty, so you don't get popcorn in it, and you got to clean it out.
The 200 ounce, it's 200 ounces.
Yeah, of popcorn.
The thing's 200. How big was that big Fantastic Four?
368.
It's almost two of those. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. I also popcorn is 64 ounces.
Yeah, exactly. LED headbands, plushies, merchant, Meerkat cup. These are all also available at the theaters.
Yeah,
all the theaters are turning into toy stores, dude.
Oh, and the toy stores are turning into movie theaters because today we're going to talk about something else.
Yes, we are. But let's keep going to your next blog. This is, I don't even know what this movie is.
Dude, Demon Slayer.
I don't know
Demon Castle. Slayer. I'm telling you, Sam, this is the biggest article I had last week.
Okay. I'm not.
People, and not only that, but it is already the #2 anime movie of all time. Okay. It is also, it's going to move up to #1. This movie is breaking box office records. It is a movement, anime. It's anime. People love this movie. Those popcorn buckets, when they went on sale, sold out in an hour across the country. Then they put them up online and they sold out in 20 minutes. And now, if you have this set of 4, they're selling for $1,000.
That's crazy. And I do agree, by the way, with the comments. The swords are just cool looking.
Yeah, they're great. And look, cool the anime into the U.S. market, not just anime, but into the movie market is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think I'm here for it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm good with that. Yeah. There's also a tin cup combo, a cup and a drink cup. Sure. We talked at length about TRON. I just put it in here, but we don't have to get into
by the way, I just found out that they're going to be putting out a data disc, a full-size data disc sipper with this. I got to find the pictures.
Is that this right here?
No, that's just a cup.
That's a cup with a data disc on the top. It's shaped like it because the new data discs are triangles. They're not circles like we're used to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's move on to another movie that I have no idea what this is.
Chainsaw Man. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
I don't even know where to start. But one of his smaller forms, when he loses some power, is this cute dog type character who has a chainsaw coming out of his head.
This is a Japanese anime again.
But
Yeah.
if you
Okay.
see the Japanese version of their popcorn bucket, it is literally Chainsaw Man's mouth and his full chainsaw coming out of his head, and the mouth moves and stuff. Oh, it's
Okay.
brilliant. I wish that would come to America.
You have some children that are looking for these anime movies. That's for sure.
Yes, they are. Sam, what do you think keeps me young, man? Like, these guys
I'm with
keep me
you.
on my toes. And I go, should I write about this? And they're like, oh my God, that'd be so cool. And I'm like, there you go. I'm writing about it.
All right. So Stranger Things 5 has a Sarlacc pit popcorn bucket.
Sure, we'll go with Sarlacc pick, buddy.
I'm just reminded of a comment early on in the chat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I'm just
Yeah.
reminded of an early on, but what is this thing, Greg? Tell me about it.
That is a popcorn bucket of the Demo Gorgon from Stranger Things. It does close.
See, Holly, I was ahead of you, Holly.
All 5 tentacles all close to make one bulbous head of a popcorn bucket. And then it opens back up.
Oh, okay.
For you to put your hand into the popcorn bucket to grab the popcorn. And it's definitely it's nice. I like it.
So hold on. This Stranger Things is a Netflix show. This is not.
It is a Netflix show, my friend.
And the thing that we were getting back to that you had alluded to earlier, that these were in the toy owl. This is only available at Target.
Yes. So I wish I could remember what the store was that there's Super Cake Fly, whatever it is. Yeah, this is done with Netflix. It is going to be exclusively available at Target stores. It's
crazy.
Like $19.50 for the popcorn bucket. But look, Netflix has only had very few popcorn buckets. Regular stores don't normally sell too many popcorn buckets. Every once in a while, if something's massive, they'll do a tie-in. But I think we're kind of not jumping the shark yet. But I think that more people are realizing the phenomena of collecting popcorn buckets. So, of course, when somebody does it, other people have to try and make their money off of it. And so it looks like Target is trying to get into it. Netflix is starting to work exclusively with Target to sell popcorn buckets. Yeah. So we'll see how this plays out. Like, I'm happy for this. I know there's a lot of Stranger Things fans, and everybody wants a Demogorgon. I have to stop when I say that because I will say it the other way, and I'm not going to do that live on air. But yeah, so it's available. October 5th.
This is what we're watching evolve, and it's interesting to watch because this has happened so many times in history where you see a movie theater now. Popcorn buckets are great. People are spending money. Let's expand it to plush toys and keychains. And all of a sudden, the movie theater now has a small retail location. And at the same time, the retailers are going, wait a minute, what's happening? Let's start to sell popcorn buckets and get on top of it. And now you're going to end up with small merchandise stores inside of movie theaters. It just completely
going that way. Look, we've been writing about popcorn buckets since before they were that big. And nothing, I'm going to go back and talk about the Dune popcorn bucket, and I won't be dirty about it, and I want to be, because these two remind me of each other. But if that Dune popcorn bucket didn't go viral, you wouldn't have all the popcorn buckets afterwards, because then Deadpool came out afterwards and made a joke about the one. And then next thing you know, everybody wanted specialty popcorn buckets for every movie.
And we're seeing it. It's playing out exactly like that, and Disney wants to take credit for it with the Figment popcorn bucket, and I don't
Right.
think
Well, I mean,
that
if you
was
go
it,
back,
but
Disney put out their first popcorn bucket 2010 with that Mickey Ghost
sure,
popcorn bucket,
absolutely.
right? And then you come up to the Dune movie one. Ooh, stop myself on that one. Jeez.
So here's the thing: in retail, all the stuff that doesn't sell at Target ends up at TJ Maxx or Marshalls or someplace like that. Well, what happens with the popcorn buckets that don't sell? Well, Cinema Merch puts on an end of summer clearance sale.
Right. And look, two of those popcorn buckets are on sale online on Cinemark's on actually their website for $56.99.
And now they're $10.
Now they're 10. No,
And
no, 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 no.
no.
Online, they're still $56 online.
Okay.
Just
All
in
right.
the theater themselves. If you go look, we live near Universal, right? So we have two
Yes.
Cinemarks right by us. We have one by
Okay.
Deezerland and one at Universal Orlando.
Okay.
So we can go to either one and buy these for $10. It's
Got it.
great. Yeah,
And
I
so
mean,
if
look,
there's some cups
so
out there that are
the one
dollar.
thing I love right now that we're starting to do more of, Sam, is I'm starting to talk about not just these national chains like AMC, Regal, and Cinemark, right? I'm starting to talk about sub regional ones like Marcus Theaters and Movie Tavern up in
Right.
Pennsylvania, Ohio, and stuff like that. Harkin Theaters out in Arizona and California and Nevada and stuff like Alamo Draft House, which goes from Texas all the way to Florida.
Right.
Each one of these is starting to put out specialized popcorn buckets
Right.
if they
To
don't get the
get people
national
in the
chain
theater.
ones. It's
Get
each
people in the
theater
theater.
is starting to trying to do it. Look, these theaters are putting in giant screens. They're trying to make it more advanced.
Yeah.
They want to get people back into a theater. And I agree, man. There's nothing like going to a movie theater experience. So whatever you got to do to get people in.
Yeah, I mean, some of these tumblers here for $1. There's Fantastic Four, Superman, Jaws, Thunderbolts. I mean, they're there, and
Yeah.
there's some interesting things.
Right. And it's like, do you collect them? If I had a Smurfette house, like, would I buy a Smurfette and have Smurfette live in the house? Would I start a village? I'd have a whole
Well,
Smurf
yeah.
village going on. Look, I would then buy those little plush. They'd live in the Smurfette house. I would have a backstory for them. Next thing you know, I'm doing YouTube videos about Smurfette's house. That's a popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
She
and apparently
married Nerdy
somewhere is the
Smurf,
Mario
got a
movie somewhere.
divorce once. Next thing you know, Papa Smurf had to bail her out of jail one time. It was brutal.
I see exactly where your
Gargamel
story
came
could
in,
go.
tried to eat him. She now has PTSD. No wonder she got rid of Nerdy Smurf.
Yeah, Nerdy Smurf had to go. I'll tell you one other thing we need to talk about, Greg.
That's it.
Greg, speaking of nerdy, Greg, we're going to get into the Muppets 70 magnets. Last week it was Phenomena. And by the way, I did see the merch that was dropped by, was it Mickey's of Glendale? They dropped a
Yeah.
whole
Can you
bunch of
believe they
Phenomena
dropped
merch?
more of that? Yeah.
That
Out of
was
nowhere.
cool stuff.
I
We
think
saw
we're
some
going
of
to
that
see
at
that for the
Destination
rest of
D23,
this.
but I hope
Yeah.
that we do. I hope that we do. So for magnet number 56, speaking of nerdy, Chip from IT.
It's Chip from IT.
I'm in.
Dude, Chip from
Love
IT
Chip.
is from the Muppets reboot when they did that
Yeah,
with
the
Clifford was in charge and he would just walk in.
Muppets
I'm
Tonight.
Chip from IT.
But if they'd need him when things were broken.
Yeah, or he helped break them some more. He's Chip from IT.
We got 14 more to go.
Yeah.
We've
dude,
not seen
are we
Fozzie,
done yet?
Miss Piggy Gonzo.
Oh,
Fozzie, Miss
we
Piggy
need-
Gonzo, that's 3 of them. Emily Bear, Clifford, Uncle Deadly, I think are 3 others. There's some that I just don't know where we're getting to. Thanks, Lily, for joining us.
I don't know where we're getting to either, but I tell you what,
We should
I
have
am
seen Cliff coming,
happy
though.
that we have got all of these magnets because I have never collected something over 70 weeks in my life, and I'm going to be happy when I'm done.
14 more weeks.
The stress level's getting to me. I'm starting to make up movies about Smurfs.
Clearly, we're going to reshare your image from last week of the two that you picked up because you're grabbing these 2 at a time. 4 are available at a time. So if you walk into Disney Store today, you can only go back to Fufu. Fozzie Bear is
No,
out,
you can
not
only go back
available
to.
anymore.
Oh yeah, Fufu.
Fufu, right?
Fozzie
The
Bear's
last
out.
4.
Yep,
Fozzie Bear's
last
out.
4.
He's done. You can get the last 4. That's it. And when a new one comes out, Fufu will be gone. Yeah.
And I have heard people trying to get the maid kiosk people to go back and remake some, and are outright told no.
You missed it. Check eBay.
Yeah. Not me.
Okay.
Anyway, Sam, that'll let's end this before I go off on a snorks conversation. Or
I saw some
like,
of that in the distance.
Pingu just had an ice accident, and his newt was neutered.
No more backstory. We're good.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. Someone around here needs some sleep, and it's not Sam.
No, it is.
As always, please check out samsdisneydiary.com, Sam's Disney Daily on Instagram, or if you're watching on Sam's Disney Diary on YouTube, thank you so much.
Thanks for being here. That's right.
You can always catch me at fantasylandnews.com, Fantasyland News on all your social media. And of course, if you're watching here, thanks. Appreciate it. Sam, on that note, as Tron once said, end of line.
Yes, he did. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Listen, all that Destination D23 full panels out there on the YouTube channel. I got a couple of more coming. The concert is great. It's worth a watch. I absolutely love it. Congaloosh. We'll see you next time.